Nah, straight up, bro. You know what'll be cooler than having one skyline that doesn't go? Two skylines that don't go. And for the second one, I'll just get one with heaps of rivets and shitloads of rust, and it'll be sick. Nah, the missus will be sweet as, bro. She loves these cars. Sure she does. Sure of it. What is going on? Merry bloody Happy New Year, Christmas, all that jazz. Welcome back to another video on the Old Faithful Project Skyline that we got going on. Yeah, it's been a big last day actually. I've just been putting on the other doors, and what a mission that has been. I kind of thought that it would be a relatively easy process of just putting new skins on everything, considering that these doors, or these doors here, they were actually fine, apart from one fairly obvious part. And yeah, I'm sure we've talked about it enough, but that's what's going on with that front anyway. So we've just been putting them on, and what an absolute bitch of a job. Man, I thought it was going to be easy. I thought we could just whip them off, take the glass and the rigs out, but no, these ones apparently didn't come, well, those ones now, they didn't come with locks or hinges or any of that that stuff either. So yeah, she was a full conversion, switch over jobby. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. Man, they just don't go how you'd think they should go. You'd think that they just drop in and you could bolt them up and you'd be away laughing, but certainly not. Yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at with that. I wasn't going to film any of this kind of shit because one, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing, and two, I kind of thought that I'll just save it until the last one, which we have one more to go. So I'll sort of talk you through that one a little bit more. Yeah, that's the last jobby there. And we've got, yeah, these are the rest of the holes that have been welded up on this side that we'll finish tidying up tomorrow or the next day or whenever the bloody hell I feel like it. But other notable mentions, we have a bonnet, and it's a little bit shitty, to be honest. I kind of thought that might get lucky and get a semi-decent GDR bonnet for a pretty decent price, but it turns out I got a shit GDR bonnet for a decent price, so not really sure what I'm going to do with that yet. You can kind of see it, it's just got a little bit of a humpy little bit there, and the classic bonnet holes, which I'm not really too phased about that. That will be sweet. We can just back plate the bottom and give them a skim because we'll be painting it anyway. There's a few little doohickeys over there as well. Yeah, and what else? Oh, I've got some guards, just yeah, luxury sports numbers, the same as what I've got on the red one as well. These ones are actually cut to shit because there was no way I was going to be fitting big wheels with a big lock under them. Oh yeah, got some new wheels as well, XT7s off Yahoo Auctions, so pretty chuffed about them. Always one of them. But yeah, so it's actually the end of the day, and I'm pretty much done for the day. Just gonna take the dog for a walk to the river, and yeah, I'll get back into this tomorrow. But I always found it's easier to talk on camera after a few beers, which happens to be around this time of evening, 6-7 o'clock in the evening. So I sort of thought I'll bring everyone up to speed and we'll get into it tomorrow. Till then, good morning. It is now the next day, and we're going to start getting into sorting out this other door. The best process that I figured out to do it was strip the door while it's still on the car, take out the window and the rig, take out the handle, locking mechanism, all that kind of shit, and basically place it down next to the other door, piece together the bits that are easy to do on the ground, and then once you get it to a point, take the door off, hang the other door, and then reassemble from there. Yeah, well that'll be about bloody right, wouldn't it? Didn't have this problem with any of the other ones. We'll get that bloody thing off. Can't see my bald spot too much in this, can we? Yeah, fuck, who cares? Yeah, so rounded a screw off, like third screw in. So yeah, out comes the welder because ain't got no time for that shit. And welder on out. I'm sure everyone knows this trick by now, but ta-da! Unbelievable. Just donated a bloody Rogue 3/4 inch head, and that's still hot. Yep, of course it is. And now the assembly is out. So anywho, where were we? Ta-da! Just like that, we have a window rig. And now with all that shit out, we will get rid of that loom. Disconnect it under there somewhere, and then yeah, you just punch the little stays out from the top, from the bottom, sorry, up through the top, and then pull them out, and then yeah, just hang the doors really. Bloody hell, there we go, we got the other door on. I totally forgot to film. The bro came around, we're yarning about basically how much of a piece of shit this thing is and what we're gonna do, and then yeah, I was a bit down in the dumps, so I was like, fuck this, I'll just carry on. Then I was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to film this stuff, but here we go, have the other door on now, working with all the locks and this carry on all back in place. It's actually, this part's not that bad. It just goes where you think it should. Everything just bolts on in. But now it is the time for the biggest slut of a job that anyone ever had to do on these things. So I will set the phone up again, or if we just do the phone up in the window. That thing's gonna bloody blow over. And you can watch me struggle to put it in. I bet you this will go easy. I bet you this will go easy because all the other ones have been absolute CUNTs. But I bet you this will go sweet now that I'm filming it to show everyone how much of a bitch it was. But who knows? We'll get it all prepped up. See how we go. Fucking hell. Everyone has their own little trick. Fucking Jesus Christ. That'll be right. So this is the first one that doesn't actually have the track. So all the other ones have had a track. There's a piece of track that rolls down that the window goes in. Like this piece here. This little bracket. They've all had them. And then this fucking thing doesn't. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I'll just whack that in. And then, yeah. Right, try that again. I was waiting for that to happen. The old R32 umbrella support is given out. Stay there again for another. Stay there. Right. No way. Stop it. Well, that actually went definitely the easiest out of all of them. Well, this has certainly dragged on. Sort of been doing a few other bits and pieces all day, toing and froing, but we finally got the glass in this one after multiple interruptions. And I've just been setting the clearances, which is always a little bit tricky. I feel like I need one of those POV style headset bloody cameras to do this, but basically you just got to rig up a battery with a lead, and yeah, and it goes down, and then you just got to set all your little bits and pieces in here, all your stops, all your adjustment lines there where you wonder what's to sit and all that shit. Yeah, obviously just in reverse, and then like that, and make sure they don't touch. And after that we have 1x door closing suite. Yeah, it's a bit tricky trying to get them to line up, but yeah, shake around with it. Just, but yeah, so I'll get the door card back on that one, and put the mirror on, and put some guards on her, and then bloody sit her down, I reckon. Oh man, fuck me, sight to behold. Car on the ground for the first time with no rivets. Man, there's still a shitload of work to do, but man, I'm fucking chuffed. I'm so stoked. Just for it to look like a car again just makes it so much more appealing to work on now, because you're like, oh yeah, there is actually a goal ahead where you are. Once you're on the road, you're like, oh yeah, sweet. If the car looks good, then yeah, it just makes it a hell of a lot easier. There's nothing worse than working on it. I mean, they're all pieces of shit, but like one that actually looks like a piece of shit, because you're just like, oh, what am I doing? It was pretty grim. There's been some pretty grim sessions on it where I'm just like so not into it, but I'm like, nah, just keep going, it'll be fine. I only have 2 spare techs because there's a full set on the mirror, but I do have these old school Volt things on this side, and yeah, they're pretty weak offset, but it does look kind of cool. Yeah, and I've still got to grind out that, but I just got excited and couldn't really be bothered doing any more today. I just wanted to get it on the ground with the wheels on and just give it the visual look that I've been wanting to see it at for so long. But yes, I don't even know what to do next, to be honest. I've actually got some old school struts that I was running in the red car for ages. They're front struts with lowering springs. No, so what are they? They're front springs, front lowering springs. Oh man, I can't even remember now. What is it? It's a front standard shock with a super low lowering spring from the front, and it's got the rear top hats on it. That's what it is. And it makes them go pretty low in the back. An old school trick that someone told me to do a while ago before I could afford adjusties for this thing. Yeah, and it slams them out pretty good, so I'll probably put them in the back, so then I've at least got some height to work at. And then I think I'm going to cut the guard I think is gonna be the next mission. Well, yeah, I'm not really sure. I want to run some pretty gnarly wheels on it eventually, so I think that's what's gonna have to happen. Time will tell. I think the progression anyway will be that for the next time, the motor will be turning up for this thing next week, so it'll probably be when that turns up, start prepping it, and I'll give you guys an overview of what it is and what it's going to be. Obviously it's an RB20, I can tell you that much. It does have a tune on it, the same turbo, but just a high flow one. But yeah, we'll go over that in the next one. But for now, let's just enjoy this for a bit. Oh man, I'm chuffed. Now well, catch you guys on the next one. Cheers for watching and for participating with the build. Enjoy the rest of your holidays if you're still on holiday. And we'll catch you guys soon, eh? Cheers.